Before we come to the proper, may I request His Excellency that there is a bit of a program. We will be starting with a tour of facilities. So start with a tour of facilities, and that the tour will be led by His Excellency Okay, I'm told that His Excellency has not come, so please let's have our seat, and then when he comes, we take a tour. Thank you. Light music, please.
DJ Real.
Our fly, Yamuritala Mohammed, counting money this year. Amen. I got on the Guinea Lake, I'm a mess. I want to body come up to Obago. Hola, say my man will be DJ splashing. My brother Bobby, I spend the money. My double of mammy, how much I could say for my project before that. Shout out some money, you need steering. Too smart, girl. You need steering. Don't tell my tour, my God, you need steering. Baby, Bossy, my God, you need steering.
Everywhere I go, I'm fly like it's up a dice.
Oh yeah, fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. Oh yeah, fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. Oh yeah, fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. Fún wọn jẹ́ bí ṣe wẹ́gbẹ̀. Oh yeah, fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. Oh yeah, fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. Oh yeah, fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀. Fún wọn jẹ́ bí ṣe wẹ́gbẹ̀. iPhone 1, iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone 4, iPhone 5, iPhone 6, iPhone 7, my love, iPhone 8, so me on the pond. Aboki wedding naira. Me want change on for my dollar. 10 billion for my moto. Owó tó kó dání ṣọmátó. Àwọn àbókí wọn tẹjà, wọn ti gbọ́ sórí ni, wọn kì í wo tẹ́lẹ̀ ni, ẹ kì í ta pépà ni. Ask about me for Ikeja, they go tell you how I dey get down. Log in Instagram, na my story full for town. Ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, fún wọn jẹ́ bí ṣe wẹ́gbẹ̀. Ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, ó yẹ fún wọn lẹ́gbẹ̀gbẹ̀, fún wọn jẹ́ bí ṣe wẹ́gbẹ̀. iPhone 1, iPhone 2.
in Oyo.
Sure.
Yes, you're welcome to the commissioning of the STEP-Oyo project schools. Nigeria. We're here to commission. The governor is, we are waiting for the governor to commission the project, the refurbishment and the restructuring of the school, the Methodist High School. Now let me give you a breakdown, a brief about the STEP project. STEP is the IITA, one of IITA's youth initiatives to encourage agribusiness in schools. Yes, we are at the commissioning of the STEP-Oyo State school projects at the Methodist High School, Oyo State. It's a STEP project. It's one of IITA's youth initiatives to encourage agribusiness in secondary schools in Africa. And right now we are doing it in Nigeria, in Oyo State, Ibadan to be precise. We are waiting the arrival of the governor to start off the event. We hope you enjoy. Thank you very much.
Hello. Most respectfully,
okay, right now the governor is here, His Excellency, the Deputy Governor of the state is here, I guess, to represent the Governor Seyi Makinde on the commissioning of the Methodist High School, the projects, the STEP-Oyo State school projects in Oyo State, in Ibadan to be precise. We have right now the Deputy Governor of the state. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome, sir.
All right, this is the Deputy Governor of the state representing the state's Governor, Seyi Makinde. Right now, he is here with some dignitaries from the state. The program is about to start off right away. Remember, it's the commissioning. It's a commissioning of the project in at the Methodist High School, Ibadan, Oyo State. The STEP project starts them early. It's an IITA initiative to encourage agribusiness in school, catching them early, catching them young. The STEP project has shown that the best way to study agriculture in school is through the agricultural value chain. The agricultural value chain is a method with which STEP developed to change the mentality of youths regarding agriculture. That agriculture is no longer business as usual. It's agribusiness, the entire value chain. So right now, the Deputy Governor of the state is taking his seat. Thereby, the program will start off in earnest. We hope you enjoy it. As he has arrived, we are also expected to take him on a tour of the facilities. IITA and the state government, IITA STEP project and the state government refurbished some of the facilities that were dilapidated in the Methodist High School to ensure that students, secondary school students in this school, are exposed to agriculture in a better and comfortable environment where they can learn much better about the agribusiness, the entire value chain of agriculture. All right. So we also have here the DG, the Director General of IITA, Dr. Nterenya Senginga, some of the top management staff of IITA, the women's group. We have other media organizations here represented to cover the events. We have dignitaries. We have the traditional rulers of some of the local governments in Oyo State represented in this space, and the students of the school in a very high spirit, welcoming the dignitaries. Okay, right now the Deputy Governor is about taking a tour of the facilities first and foremost before the actual event begins. So right now is introduction of the dignitaries ongoing, exchange of pleasantries of the dignitaries getting to meet each other again. This event seemed to be like a reunion for some of the guests in the program. So we're expected right now to take the dignitaries, the Deputy Governor, on a tour of the facilities that had been refurbished by the Oyo, the STEP, and Oyo state government. STEP is the Start Them Early initiative, one of the youth initiatives of IITA, introduced by the DG of IITA, Dr. Nterenya Seginga. There are other youth initiatives in IITA. STEP, Start Them Early, is one of them, and is collaborating. The state government identified this project and is collaborating with the IITA to refurbish a lot of schools and reintroduce children, school children, secondary school children especially, into agribusiness through the Start Them Early program of IITA. All right, thank you very much and happy viewing.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, most respectfully, I welcome us to the Methodist High School, Ibadan, Oyo State. We must pay respect to individuals and those who have brought this initiative, the STEP program, Oyo Project Schools. Start them early, and of course, we want to recognize the presence here of the Speaker of the Oyo State House of Assembly, who has been here before we came, Right Honorable Adebo Edward Ogundoyin. Please let us appreciate him. Put your hands together for him, please. Mr. Speaker is not here alone. The Chairman House Committee on Education, Honorable Oluwafowokomi Olufemi, is also here. At the appropriate time, we'll introduce individuals here. We must appreciate the IITA as well for this support. Of course, it's not a one-off thing. The Oyo State government is working with the IITA to bring in a new initiative to reality. And of course, this is more of agriculture. This is more of bringing a new initiative to agriculture in the 21st century and engaging the younger ones right from the schools. Permit me to recognize the Director General, Oyo State Agriculture Development Agency, commissioners in the cabinet of the Oyo State government that are here. We appreciate you for your commitment at making a new thing happen in the state and feeding the population. We have Executive Council Chairman that are here. The Chairman of Oluyole Local Government is here. We appreciate you. At the appropriate time, myself and Mr. Godwin Atsa will be coordinating events from here. Most respectfully, we appreciate you. Everybody that is here, you are equally very important. Thank you so much. I have been told that immediately His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, comes around, he will be joined by other members of the I table to inspect the project first before we come around here to talk about it. So once His Excellency comes, he will be joined by His Excellency, the Deputy Governor Mr. Speaker, commissioners in the cabinet of the Oyo State government, top officials of the RITA, on a tour of the project we have come to commission here today. We are together in this, and together we want to fight to make food sufficiently available for the growing population of Nigeria and of Oyo State. Thank you so much, RITA. Thank you so much, individuals here. Mr. Godwin Atta.
Thank you so much. Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor of Oyo State, the Honorable Speaker, members of Cabinet of Oyo State, permit me, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to also recognize the Director General of IITA, Dr. Nteranya Sanginga. He is here with us. A round of applause to him, please. On the high table here, there, he's also seated with the wife, Mommy Charlotte Sanginga. A round of applause to her. Thank you so much, ma'am. Today we also have members, senior management staff of IITA that are joined this very important event to witness it, and permit me to recognize the Deputy Director General for Partnerships, Dr. Kenton Dashil. A round of applause to him. Thank you, Ken. We also have the Deputy Director General for Corporate Services, Ms. Hilda Cooper. A round of applause to her. Thank you so much, ma, for coming. Other senior members of staff of IITA. The women group is also represented here. They're strong force in IITA, working hard to see that our children, they imbibe agriculture, they practice agriculture for a better society. Thank you so much. At this point, I will stop and hand over the mic to my colleague, Fatai.
Baby, come back to me, cause everything don't spoil. It don't spoil. I wanna be around you, cause I cannot do without you. Let me be the one to make you smile every day and night, cause you know, say
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I said earlier, we have the presence here of honorable commissioners in the cabinet of the Oyo State government, the Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Honorable Jacob Ojemuyiwa is here, the Honorable Commissioner for Education. Warmly, I want to respectfully invite members of the I table to join up with His Excellency the Governor. His Excellency will be warmly received by these top officials, and they will now embark on the inspection of the project. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, here comes His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Governor Seyi Makinde, for this commissioning of the Start Them Early program, Oyo Project Schools.
Other people should be seated.
Other persons under the cabinet canopy, please let us sit down. Please don't cluster around His Excellency. Students of Methodist Grammar School, please go and sit down. Please stop the national anthem. Band boys, stop it. Thank you. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State has been received. We know you are excited to see His Excellency here, but please let us be courteous. Let's all sit down. The executive embark on the tour of the project before we come around there for the events proper.
His Excellency, I'm inviting.
His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, has arrived, Engineer Sheyi Makinde. Right now, he and some of the dignitaries, the Deputy Governor, and some other dignitaries who are present here today for this event are going on a tour of the facilities in at the Methodist High School here, right here where we are. And some of the facilities that were refurbished by the STEP-Oyo State Schools project are the laboratories, the food processing centers, the farm where the foods are grown, the classrooms, the computer offices, computer centers, and a whole lot of other projects, a whole lot of other things that were refurbished in the school. So the governor is being taken on a tour by the STEP, the Start Them Early people, to see how far they've gone in refurbishing some of those things here in the Methodist High School. After that, it's going to come back to the event place to continue with the event of the day. Thank you very much, and thanks for tuning in.
before, I think agriculture is a poor job. But STEP make me love agriculture. Now, I'm cultivating maize and vegetables in our house to gain some profits for me to buy anything I need for myself.
STEP program has provided me with some things like basic key in business, in value addition enterprise. We are taught how to produce chin-chin, donuts, soya milk, and tidbits. We are just like a lifesaver because when we sell things, we give people energy. So for me, value addition is very precious to me.
Before, I don't even like agriculture before, but by the help of STEP, I am now familiar with agriculture.
In the nearest future, I want to take agriculture business into higher places through ICT. The way I can achieve that is through digital marketing, advertisements, and sharing of products to people who don't know about a particular new product. Coming of STEP helps me to know more about ICT through at least basic operations of the computer and some easier designs on basic files like Microsoft Word and Microsoft Publisher especially.
There's a time that she came home, she was talking of IITA. You know, I knew as a child that is agile to work. She always involved herself in anything, either something like a farm, agricultural something. Because when you get our backyard, you can see we have some chickens there that we are laying. And at times we do a farm. And when he brought the letter, he asked me to fill it and sign. I told her, did you like it? He said, yes, he's interested. He wants to know how to raise this catfish. I said, how did you go into? He said, they will take them, they will teach them everything. And I have to fill the form and sign it, give it to him to send it back to school. In Nigeria today, that is what we are expecting our children to be doing. At least when it grow up with it can even produce more than this. Today's agriculture is the first thing in Nigeria. Without agriculture, can people survive? No one can survive. It's agriculture, and he can teach it to others. You know, at times when he's doing it, our brother will be there. He'll be teaching her this, how to do it, this, how to do it. Yes, I know that even if it's more established for, he can let others youth like him or children. Even if some children in our church have interest on it. One of our pastor son, when he saw it, he said, you need to buy catfish. If you teach me how will I be taking care of them, he said, yes, no problem.
The STEP program in Methodist High School creates a kind of interaction between the students and the teachers. If not for it, we may not have this kind of cordial interaction between this. Not that we don't interact with them, but it affords us the opportunity of knowing them, discovering some ability in them that can only be seen outside the classroom work. The ones that are learning, the ICT one they practice, the ones in the livestock department. So it affords us the opportunity of discovering who these children are really are. I may be a teacher, but no knowledge is wasted. It's like I'm also learning too. Some of these machines, we see them in books. Some of us don't have the opportunity of seeing them physically, not to talk of working with them. So that one has assisted us too, and we believe with
the students seeing them and being able to work with it, it will help us in the theoretical aspects of learning that we are passing across to them. So it's having a great impact. I always look forward to coming every day for this STEP program to impact on the students and to also unlearn and learn new things.
STEP-Oyo project, school project in Oyo State, and as we are here, the governor and other dignitaries are on tour of the commissioning. And let me remind you that the commissioning is happening as a result of the collaboration between the Start Them Early program of the International Institute for Tropical Agriculture, IITA, and the Oyo State government to establish and instill agricultural nature in schools in the state. And we hope that this is going to be a continuous record on Oyo State, for Oyo State and IITA. Once again, my name is Gwenga Oluwayomi, and I'm reporting for Radio IITA and TV IITA. Thank you. So.
Whenever they say it's time for labor, we should go to our farm. I will be finding a way to sneak because I find the agriculture very difficult and our hand will be pernicious. But today we did just an hour. We clear 2 acres of land where we do use 2 to 3 days to clear it. The IITA brought STEP to our school. They told us that they are going to bring some equipment in order to replace local materials for us. We didn't believe it.
Projects, school projects, and I'm here with Daje Odog. Daje, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. I should be welcoming you.
Yes, thank you very much. And like I said earlier, that the commission is happening here at the Methodist High School, Ibadan, your state, and it is a collaborative work between the STEP program of IIT and Oyo State government. So Daje, I want to ask, what do you really think about this commissioning, and how do you think this can really work if this is the way it is adopted all round in the nation?
Yes, I think the Start Them Early project of IITA is a very good initiative. It's just one of IITA's youth initiatives to encourage agriculture among the youths. and not just the youths from secondary school. And at some point, ITA is going to extend it to primary school. You know, it's changing the orientation of the mentality about agriculture. It's no longer the back-breaking system or style of agriculture where people think or people see agriculture as a retirement venture. Right now, it's agribusiness. So it's agriculture and business. That's the entire value chain. So STEP is showing that the best way to study agriculture in school is through the agricultural value chain. You understand? Where from the farm to the stomach. So it's taking you through the whole process of food processing from the farm to the stomach, like I said, to the table, to the dining table. So I think it's a very good initiative, and we encourage. It's not just for Nigeria. It's not just for Oyo State. It's for Africa. The STEP program is for Africa. We have STEP in Kenya, we have STEP in DRC, we have STEP in Nigeria, and it's expanding to other countries in Africa.
Thank you. So viewers, STEP program is not a restricted one. It is majorly for African nations, and like Daji said, it is no longer the back-breaking occupation, and it is not a job for the poor. It's a job for people. Now we have educated people doing it, and now technology is involved. And I want Daji to tell us more that is this so that our people can know that it's not just about refurbishing or just rehabilitating schools. So I need you to let our viewers know what this is about, apart from the agricultural knowledge and all.
All right, I'm sure we're going to be showing you some of the technologies that ITA is using to improve agriculture in this modern time. It's been there. ITA introduces new technologies every now and then. And when ITA steps into a school, they don't just refurbish the schools. They also train the children, they train the students on how to introduce these technologies to them. So when I took a tour around before this commissioning, I saw how the school used to be. This entire place used to be forests. Where you see people sitting now used to be forests all the way down. But by the time we got here today, I was so shocked to see the improvements. And it's not just about the physical infrastructure, it's about the technologies that were introduced, that these children are being introduced to. I saw pictures of the children weeding the grass with their hands. We have modern technology. We have these technologies that help you, that can help them, like the weed, to eradicate weed right from before you even start planting. So you don't have to bend down to start weeding your grass. So you see that some of the crops are growing without weed. I saw some of them there at the farm. And like right now the governor is on the tour of the facility, so they're showing them around. So it's not just refurbishing the classrooms and the other things, it's also teaching them how to use some of these technologies that ITA is using. You know, this is the host state of ITA. This is where the headquarters is, and they say charity begins at home. So we are really, showcasing that we start from our host community, our host state, to introduce them, because we can't go to the US, we can't go to the UK, or we can't go to the other African countries when we've not impacted on our host states. So that's what we're doing. We are also introducing them on how to use the technologies that ITA is using.
Yeah, indeed, charity begins at home, and Daji said it all. We cannot leave the home headquarters and go to other homes to sort. You start from your home, and that is what Oyo State and ITA STEP program is doing right now. Stay tuned, stay with us, and let everybody know that STEP program has come to stay. Thank you once again, Daji.
Thank you too.
Before, I think agriculture is a poor job, but Before, I think agriculture is a poor job, but STEP make me love agriculture. Now, I'm cultivating maize and vegetables in our house to gain some profits for me to buy anything I need for myself.
The STEP program has provided me with some things like basic key in business, in value addition enterprise. We are taught how to produce chin-chin, donuts, soya milk, and tidbits. We are just like a lifesaver because when we sell things, we give people energy. So for me, value addition is very precious to me.
Whenever they say it's time for labor, we should go to our farm. I will be finding a way to sneak because I find the agriculture very difficult and our hand will be perilous. But today within just an hour, we will clear 2 acres of land where we do use 2 to 3 days to clear it. When the IITA brought STEP to our school, they told us that they are going to bring some equipment in order to replace local materials for us. We didn't believe it.
Before, I think agriculture is a poor job, but STEP make me love agriculture. Now, I'm cultivating maize and vegetables in our house.
Of STEP-Oyo projects for schools, and we are the Methodist High School. And once again, I'm going Oluwayomi, and I'm still here with Daje Odog. Yeah, Daje, this program is about educating our young people so that they wouldn't face the same issue many of our fathers and our mothers face. Now we have technology involved in this, and I also know that nutrition too is a bigger part of this project. So what can you tell us about other nutritional results that have been derived from this program?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm glad that you mentioned this. But part of STEP's idea about this project is to ensure that whatsoever is being produced in the farm is also healthy. The crop, whatever they are planting is grown in the most healthy way, because nutrition actually starts from the farm. It starts from the soil. Whatever you put in the soil affects your food, affects your food production at the end. You understand? So some of these technologies are carefully managed, like the herbicides. These children are taught about the quantity of herbicides hectare of land, they know the quantity to apply. They also know that the crops they need to plant, the seeds they need to plant are seeds from IITA, from a well-researched program of IITA. So that's what is here. So it's not like we're getting seeds from the market. These are seeds from IITA. So, and they are healthy seeds. So when they are grown here, it's like I said, we are expanding nutrition. We are teaching people how to eat nutritious food, nutritious and healthy food. So these technologies involve healthy food, production of healthy food in the most healthiest manner. I went, like I said earlier, I took a tour of to see some of the things they have, and I saw their laboratory where this food. I saw the kitchen. I wish we could take the camera there. It's not for the camera. It's not just for the camera. You understand? Because this is the same thing we have at Fashola Grammar School. So that's the standard. If you come to IIT, of course, you know how IIT is. So that's what we're extending. That what's it called? That healthy aspect of food processing. You understand? So it's not a place where you come. Okay, I went to also where they keep their goats. They also have livestock here. The goats, the birds, and other things. The place is standard. They have their droppings right on that. So the goats or the birds don't, their feces are not littered all around the place. So they have a place where their food is and then where the droppings are. And those droppings don't just end as droppings. They're also used as fertilizer for the farm and also biogas too. So these are the things that these children are taught. And that's where another IITA initiative comes in. That's the swipe.
White swipe, yeah.
Yes, the white swipe, where they say they turn waste to wealth. Nothing is a waste. So the feces, the waste from the birds and the livestock, the entire livestock, is also reprocessed for use for another thing. So these are the things that these children are being taught to understand that this agriculture, the entire value chain of agriculture, and they need to understand. Some children, I remember when some children came to IIT on excursion, and I was amazed when some of them didn't know that gari comes from cassava. So when they took them to the cassava processing unit of IITA, and they were amazed when they saw the women processing the gari, and one of them asked, "Is this the gari that we make, the eba that we eat?" I said, "Yes." So it came from this cassava. So this thing is what produces this. So these children need to know this. They don't know. They eat food, but they don't know the processes that food takes to get to them. And it's not nice at all. This is Africa. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Daddy. Like you said, waste is not waste until it is called waste. And here under the STEP program, the program has so much structured agriculture technically that waste that comes from livestock can also be used to boost every other agricultural processes.
Even plants, cassava peels.
Yeah. So that is what this program is about, and I believe that you really learn it from this, that agriculture is no longer the casual one. Agriculture has been updated and is upgraded. So I really need you to please key into this as we try to educate you more on this. So we'll be coming back in a few minutes as we expect the Director General of IITA, the Governor of Oyo State, and other dignitaries to return from the tour. So one more question before we leave. So Daji, how can you describe this program in one word?
It's enlightening. And I also want to use this opportunity to encourage state governments to key into this, collaborate with IITA, the Start Them Early program of IITA. Let's get these children educated. Let's get them interested in agriculture. Let's let them understand that agriculture can also be an occupation. It can be something they want to study in school, not just a retirement occupation.
Yeah. Not just retirement education occupation. You can catch fun with agriculture. Agriculture is sweet. Sit back, don't sleep. We are still at the commissioning of STEP-Oyo project for schools, and we are at Methodist High School. Thank you once again, Daji Odo.
Thank you very much.
My brother. Thank you, sir. of STEP-Oyo projects for schools, and we're at Methodist High School, Ibadan, Oyo State. I am here with the director of ICT of the STEP program of ITA. I have Barry Bure Beke. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yes, you're the ICT director of STEP, and I really want you to tell us how the involvement of ICT is in this program.
Okay, thank you for the question. I'm the ICT officer of the STEP-Oyo program, yes. So, how ICT is involved in this program? You know, the program is all about changing the mindset of agriculture to the secondary school students. So, you know, we teach them the value chain of agriculture, the processing, the production aspects, then to the processing, and then to the marketing. So we use ICT to market our products. So we teach them how to go to the farm. When they get the farm produce, they process it. Then when the products are now ready for sales, we now we use our social media handles, and we teach them how to do graphics, simple graphics, to promote their businesses, their agribusinesses online, and then to also help with the social media awareness, you understand? So that's how ICT has been involved into the Start Them Early program.
Thank you very much for coming. We're still at the commission. Thank you.
His Excellency the Governor.
Wow.
That was
Because the noise was really, I was now like...
Of the project, various projects. Has visited those places. Most respectfully, I welcome His Excellency the Executive Governor of Oyo State. Please, a round of applause to appreciate His Excellency the Governor. You're most welcome, sir. You're most welcome, sir. Shall we have the national anthem, please? And the Oyo State anthem.
All she wants to
Thank you so much. Shall we have our seats? Distinguished invitees, ladies and gentlemen, most respectfully, I welcome His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, to the commissioning of the Start Them Early program, Oyo Project Schools at Methodist High School, Ibadan, Oyo State. His Excellency has gone round on inspection of the various facilities and projects. He has visited the crop field, poultry, fish pond, the goat shed, and the farm exhibition stand. Please let us put our hands together to appreciate His Excellency the Governor. This is an initiative from the Oyo State government to combat food scarcity and as well generate employment. Second year anniversary of this administration, it is an idea to make life better for the common man. I will proceed to do the formal introduction, and most respectfully, I introduce to you His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Governor Seyi Makinde. Please put your hands together to appreciate him. I also introduce to you the Speaker of the Oyo State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Adebo Edward Ogundoyin. The Chairman of the House Committee on Education is here, Honorable Oluwafowokanmi Olufemi. Appreciate him, please. Seated here, we have the Secretary to the State Government, Mrs. Olubanwo Adeosun. And also celebrate with me, the Chief of Staff, Chief Lukman Oyebisi Ilaka. The Deputy Chief of Staff, Honorable Abdulmajid Mogbojubola, is here. We have the presence of the Chairman of the State Advisory Council, Senator Osia Ayola Agboola. The Honorable Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Honorable Jacob Ojemuyiwa, is here. Please appreciate him. We have the presence of the Honorable Commissioner for Information, Culture and Tourism, Dr. Wasiu Olatunbosun. The Honorable Commissioner for Education, Barrister Olasukami Olaleye, is here. Appreciate him, please. Put your hands together. We have the presence of the Director General Bureau of Public Procurement, Ms. Tara Adefope. The Executive Assistant to the Governor on Administration and General Services, Reverend Idowu Ogedengbe, is here. And we have the presence of the Executive Advisor to the Governor on Agriculture and Director General Osada, Dr. Debo Akonde. Your Excellency, an old boy of this school, who happens to be the Chairman of the Pilgrims Welfare Board Christian Wing, Bishop David Moradeyo, is here. Please appreciate him. I'm also glad to let you know, Your Excellency, that the President of the Methodist High School Old Student Association, Dr. Lekan Abioye, as well as the Chairman of the BOT, Professor Ogunkoya Albert, is also here. I would like to call on Mr. Godwin Atta of the IITA to introduce the IITA team.
Your Excellencies, the Honorable Speaker, members of Cabinet of Oyo State, Director General of IITA, members of the Diplomatic Corps, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, men and women of the press. Permit me to recognize the presence of the Director General of IITA, Dr. Nterenya Senginga. A round of applause to him, please. We also have his wife seated on the high table, Mrs. Charlotte Senginga. A round of applause to her, please. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we have senior members, senior management staff of IITA joining with us. We have the Deputy Director General for Partnerships for Delivery at IITA, Dr. Kenton Dashil, with us. A round of applause to him. We also have the Deputy Director General, Corporate Services, in person of Ms. Hilda Cooper. A round of applause to her. I'd like to recognize members of the women group, senior members of staff of IITA that have joined us for this meeting. These are people that I'd like to take some time to recognize from the IITA side. And if I'm permitted, Lekon, can I proceed? Can I proceed? to invite Ken to make his comment. Okay. Let me invite Dr. Kenton Dashiell to come and give his remarks on behalf of IATA. Dr. Kenton Dashiell. A round of applause for him as he comes over to give his remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Shea Makinde, and please let me stand on all protocol observed in respect of time. Ladies and gentlemen, about 2 years ago, when His Excellency became the governor, he knew that he wanted to make agriculture part of his transformation agenda for the state. And he contacted the Director General of IITA, Dr. Sanginga. And together they decided they should form a very close partnership that would, first of all, be a big, big win for the farmers and the agriculture business in Oyo State. But it would also be a win for the government of Oyo State and a win for IITA. They began to put their heads together on how are we going to do this. They first decided, let's hold a 4-day workshop on putting together the strategic plan for agriculture for Oyo State. And I was lucky to participate in that exercise with the senior scientist and specialist at IITA, the full complement of directors, and of course the Honorable Commissioner of Agriculture. And His Excellency came to open up the conference, or the workshop, I would call it. And I thought, well, this is really great. His Excellency has come, he's going to bless us, and then of course he will be too busy with other activities in the state. But His Excellency stayed with us for 4 days. He was there every day with us, every minute. And it was amazing because after the opening ceremony, His Excellency said, hey, from now on, during this workshop, I'm just a participant just like everybody else. I want to learn and I want to participate. Your Excellency, thank you very much for that great leadership and that humility, which is a symbol of your leadership. A document was produced, a strategic plan that the state is following, and it was a joint production of the state government and IITA. Next, we found out that to really make this partnership strong, we needed to have a memorandum of understanding between the government and IITA. And this is not a small task. This is a major task. IITA has been in Oyo State for 53 years, and we discovered we did not have an MOU. But Dr. Sanginga and His Excellency the Governor got together and put together the MOU. This now took us to another question. How can we, now we have the MOU, how do we drive this and make sure this partnership really works? I want to take you back 4 years now, before His Excellency became the governor. There was a young man named Debo Akande. He had been working for IITA for 5 years. He led a very strategic, successful project on agribusiness. He was based in Abuja. The Director General, Sanginga, said, I need my best agribusiness man to go lead my team in DR Congo. And he moved Debo Akande to DR Congo. Now we go back 2 years again. Now we're trying to look for the best agriculture business specialists to lead activities in that area for Oyo State. And somehow the Director General of IITA and His Excellency the Governor decided, let's bring Debo Akande back to Oyo State. Let's make him the special advisor or the executive advisor to the governor in agribusiness, and also make him the head of the Oyo State Agriculture Development Association. That happened, but our Director General Sanginga said, wait a minute, you can't take him away from me. he has to be with IITA. So I'm happy to report that Dr. Akande agreed. He will work 40 hours a week for IITA. And he will work 40 hours a week for the Oyo State government. So Dr. Akande, thank you very much for that loyalty. Ladies and gentlemen, there's too many things to talk about this partnership, but I want to just give one more example. We already know about STEP. That's why we're here today, but I want to just give one more new example. There is now a special place in Oyo State called the Oyo State IITA Agribusiness Incubation Center located in Awe. This has been a part of the Oyo State government for a long, long time, but it has a new name that I just gave. And this center is dedicated to taking thousands of Oyo State youth through a training program, through a experiential learning program, so that when they graduate, they will become agripreneurs. They can start their own business in agriculture. And this Awe location is amazing because already today it has functioning value chain projects in oil palm, cashew, cassava, fish, sheep and goats, soybean, maize, poultry, and tomato for these young people to learn about agribusiness. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are just a few of the examples that we have in this Oyo State IITA partnership. IITA is all over Africa. Our headquarters is here in Ibadan. And we have had good relationship with Oyo State government for 53 years. But ladies and gentlemen, today we have an excellent partnership with Oyo State government. It's the best partnership we have all over Africa. This is the shining example of partnership for IITA, and we use this as the example that we want to do with other governments, federal governments, other state governments, etc. Your Excellency, the Director General of IITA, we thank you very much for this partnership. We pledge our full support to this partnership, and we pray that God will bless it to bless all the people of Oyo State. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Your Excellency, I crave your indulgence before I call the next speaker to recognize the presence here of the newly sworn-in Chairman Oluyole Local Government, Honorable Setu Olaide Popola is here. Is the host chairman for this event. Your Excellency, I would like to call on Dr. Lekan Abioye, the President, Methodist High School All Student Association, to make a short speech.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, all the officers of Oyo State government, and I also want to still stand on the existing protocol because of time. It gladdens my heart today that in the history of this school in the last 60 years, we are having the executive governor of this state visiting us here today to commission a project. For us, within the Old Boys, we are so gladdened. And I want to say today that our school, Methodist High School Ibadan, has become the bride of all the schools in Oyo State. Again, for the fact that we are here today for this commissioning, we are really thankful to God and to His Excellency and his team, because the path that they have chosen, not only for this state, but for our nation, is worth emulating everywhere. And we appreciate God for His Excellency. Also, we want to quickly say that we, the Old Boys, also, in the past few years, we've been doing a lot. And also in the last 1 year, we have actually embarked on a lot of projects to support what is going on that you are seeing today. As of today, we have over 11 projects that the old boys are, working on. And in the last 1 year also, we have dedicated some of them. If you look at your front, just at your back there, you see the legacy building. That was the first building being, erected in this school 60 years ago. And then it was also commissioned, and then some other projects. And as we also speak, we have a lot of projects that we're also still working on that we are looking at, giving at the end of the day. So I want to thank the government. I also want to thank the old boys. I want to thank all the people supporting the growth of education in Oyo State. And like I said, we are still expecting more also from His Excellency, because we will continue to ask. And we're also looking at a day when the school also can be handed over, to us to continue to run it. Thank you very much, and God bless.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would love to invite to the microphone His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, Governor Seyi Makinde. Please appreciate him as he comes around.
Please be seated. Well, I have a long list of thank you. I have a long protocol list here, but because of our time, please just permit me to also adopt the already established protocol. But let me especially recognize the Director General of IITA, Dr. Saginga, and his wife. I thank you for supporting this state government effort. This is in the true spirit of our togetherness in Africa. Well, I remember the first time I heard about STEP. Myself and the DG, I went to IITA as usual. Thank you for always accommodating me whenever I come in there. And we sat down and we were talking, and they were going to commission the STEP project at Fashola. He gave me an invitation, and I went there. And when I saw what they did, I thought, no, we cannot limit it to Fashola alone. We have to spread it across Oyo State. So I was very excited about having such a program in Oyo State. The first project at Fashola was funded by IITA. And the DG also mentioned to me his PhD program and how he kept going from the campus here to Fashola. So I said to him that, well, me also, I went to Bishop Phillips Academy, so we shouldn't limit it to your own school alone. So when we went there and saw things, I needed no further convincing that this is something that we need in our schools. And so we decided to install STEP in other schools in all zones of Oyo State. Today, STEP is running in Bishop Phillips Academy, Ibadan, and Methodist High School, Ibadan, where we are. And I've seen their reports. Things are in top gear at Christ High School, Oleyo, Adegun Ashake Grammar School, Igangan, Iresadu High School, Iresadu, and UMCA Secondary Grammar School, Ibeti. So I'm delighted to be here today at Methodist High School to formally commission the Start Them Early program in this school. It is exciting what these kids can accomplish once you give them an opportunity. This is why in Oyo State, we remain committed to providing access to education. One of the things this project has taught us is the importance of synergy at all levels. This project is alive today because we chose to work with IITA, a development agency, on this project. And I must pause to give a heart tip to Dr. Saginga, the DG of IITA, for choosing Oyo State to launch this project in Nigeria. I want to say thank you and thank you. Aside from the good work that comes out of working with development partners, I must mention the good results of interagency partnerships. STEP is an agribusiness project, but it runs in a school that is domiciled in the Ministry of Education. So if this project is to continue, it will require further partnerships. For me, that is the future. Government agencies cannot continue to run in silos. We must choose an integrated approach to governance, which is exactly what we're doing in Oyo State. So, with STEP, we're creating a new generation of agropreneurs. One of the big issues affecting agriculture in Nigeria is that our farmers are getting old. If we do not address the issue of getting younger people into agriculture, we will run into food security challenges in the nearest future. So this is our way of addressing this challenge. When you listen to these young ones speak passionately about the things they are learning about agribusiness, and they're not joking with their money here anymore. You know, they just, they told me down there just now that, well, we've made these products, but this is how much it costs. And they're even comparing the cost here to the cost outside of the fence. How do you become an entrepreneur? You seek for opportunity, you know what exactly you're supposed to do, and then you lock into those opportunities. And that is exactly what this program is set to achieve. And that is exactly the trajectory that you can see these young ones. Well, I told the deputy governor jokingly before he left now, and I should have discussed with DG and also Debo and the rest of the IITA team. But we have an MOU. So we will be extending this program to more schools in Oyo State. So the next phase, I'm sorry, the folks running the program don't think it's time to rest yet. No. The next phase will be extending to 6 more schools. Across the entire geopolitical zones of Oyo State. And let me take this opportunity also of this school for picking up the challenge, to support the government. My position has always been that the government alone cannot do the work. And because you saw what the government is doing, and then you came in to support, and in Yoruba, so I want to especially thank you for the good work that you're doing. Well, I don't know if Bishop Muradeyo is part of the influence. No, yeah, I know he's an old student of this school. Maybe because this is his government, he has influenced the old student to support his government. Well, when we go to other schools, I will see what we're going to get. So on this note, I hereby pronounce the Methodist High School STEM Early Program commissioned to the glory of God and for the benefit of the good people of Oyo State. Thank you, and God bless you.
Please keep on clapping for His Excellency, please. A round of applause again. The national anthem. Please, let everybody wait until His Excellency departs, please. Until His Excellency departs, stay where you are, please.
Yes, and that's all on the commissioning of the STEP-Oyo project, and we heard what the governor said. He's excited and all. So, what can you say about the expression of the governor and the way he has really adored STEP project and ITA?
The governor is really excited. He didn't believe that there could be this kind of transformation. I am also shocked. I mean, when I got here this morning and I knew how this place was. Like I told you, the whole of this place was forest, was thick forest, like. But by the time I got here this morning, there's been a big transformation, and it really impressed the governor. And just like you heard, he has promised to extend this right away to about 6 schools. And generally they are extending it to all the zones of the state. So it's a huge project. It's a good thing. It's a good development in the state, really. Imagine all of the schools in the state having STEP projects going on in the place, teaching the children, catching them young, really young, teaching them the processes of agriculture, the entire value chain of agriculture. So the governor is really excited, and you know, when you're happy, you make a lot of promises, and these promises are not just made in behind closed doors. He made it to everyone here, and everyone is taking it home like, okay, we are expecting STEP in our place. So it's really a very good thing. Yes.
Governor Seyi Makinde does not make promises he wouldn't fulfill. Remember, he said the same thing at where, and this is one of the results. And as we speak, Bishop Phillips School is in progress, and he mentioned some other schools. And I really want to say big congratulations to Oyo State schools. And another thing is that he kept on emphasizing on Dr. Saginga. Dr. Saginga obviously is just too hardworking, and he has a template in his head that has to work out. Now, would you say this is an evidence of igniting other good works to have even influenced the Oyo State government?
Yes, it is. Like you heard the governor say, he has been to IITA several times, and not just as a guest. He's been there in several locations as a stakeholder. He's a stakeholder in all of IITA's projects, especially the youth project, you know. So he can't be in the state, he can't have IITA in the state and then not be a part of what is going in the transformation in agriculture that is going on in IITA. So yeah.
Thank you very much, Dajodok. So one more thing before I release you. Yes, you have been working with IITA for some time now, and you notice that this, like never before, it happens like this era has really gotten a combination of the total successes IITA have gotten. Am I right?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Yes, we are the commissioning, and the governor just closed the event, and we are happy for the progress happening in Oyo State. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I think we should get the DG to say something before he leaves.
All right. You're welcome, sir. Yes, we are at the just concluded commissioning of STEP-Oyo project, and we have Dr. Debo. Dr. Debo happens to be a midfielder, and is, I would say congratulations, sir. This feels more like a bigger trophy. So I just need you, what can you say, and how excited are you about this success?
I'm actually absolutely excited, and I like the word you use, a midfielder. Yes, I'm actually a midfielder because I'm to the left and I'm to the right as well. And seeing this happening today creates a big joy in my heart, because it's what I live for, you know, to see a transformation in agriculture in the whole of Africa. That's what I do, that's what I've been doing. And saying that today we're able to launch this STEP project that is going to create such an impact, or it's creating impact already in the life of the young ones, you know, in ag sector, to me is quite outstanding. And you can see from the speech of His Excellency, the Governor of the state, showing that this is going to be extended further. If it's not good, he won't extend it. It's because it has shown to him that this can have a transformational impact, you know, on this state, as it were. I'm quite happy, excited, and I thank God that we're able to do this today. you know.
I would say congratulations once again, and obviously the beginning of the success really bet another one we are expecting. I could easily depict that the excitement on the people's face when the governor said he was going to extend it was not just ordinary. Congratulations again.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, and that was Dr. Debor. Yes, and we're still expecting Director General of the institution. Hello. Guy, star boy. It's like the senior prefect of that school was supposed to come. They said the senior prefect.